before we bring out the man who will kill everybody,
right,
I wanted to talk about something a little more important. Ladies and gentlemen, let's face it, we all like the post office. You know, we all do. And I know this sounds like I'm about to slam the post office. I'm not. I wanted to preface this bit by saying we all like the post office, and you like the post office.
They've stuck by us even through this whole bankruptcy thing.
Yeah, they've stuck by us.
They kept working.
Post office stayed open. We like the post office. But let's face it, sometimes they screw up and they fail to deliver letters. That's a fair thing to say. Occasionally it happens, not often.
It must happen to me all the time because my mailbox is always empty.
Exactly. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes they don't deliver letters, and our staff found out that they actually have a place where they keep all these letters that have never been delivered. And we got a hold of a stack of them right here, and we thought it might be fun, and it might just be a time killer, but we'll do it anyway. Let's look at some letters that were never delivered. Sound fun to you?
Of course it does.
Well, you have to say that. All right.
Of course I do.
Let's start right now. Let's take a look at the first one, ladies and gentlemen. You see what we're talking about. Here's a letter to Lonnie Anderson from her astrologer that Lonnie should have received back in 1987. It reads as follows. Dear Lonnie, when I told you that the stars predicted you'd find happiness with a dark-haired movie star, I forgot to specify that his hair must actually be real. Any deviation from this could have disastrous results. Your astrologer, Sandra Calloway. Now, she never got that letter.
If only.
Oh. You should get an Oscar.
Yes, then the...
He should for that. That was the finest. You should. Don't forget how you did that, because there are more.
Okay.
All right, here's one from Francis Ford Coppola, famous filmmaker, to Marlon Brando. It's dated February 2nd, 1979. Dear Marlon, I know I told you to gain 200 pounds for your role in Apocalypse Now, but we've decided to use a padded fat suit instead. Just as well, those new pounds could have been tough to lose, and God forbid one of America's finest actors should become a living joke. Sincerely, Francis Ford Coppola. I'm with you. What they're saying by reacting like that is, if only.
If only.
This letter had been delivered. Here's one, actually a letter from 1969. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a letter from NASA, I guess they call it, I'm from Boston, to astronaut Neil Armstrong. Letter goes like this. Dear Neil Armstrong, enclosed is the new statement NASA has approved for your first steps on the moon. It is as follows. Hello, moon. Moony, moon, moony, moon, moon, moon. Yours truly, Martin Bradley. I think that actually would have been better. I would have preferred it.
That one doesn't get an if only.
No.
It doesn't, no.
All right, screw it. Here's one, ladies and gentlemen. It's a letter from 1993. It's to Lyle Lovett from one of Julia Roberts' friends. It goes like this. Dear Lyle, I'm a good friend of Julia Roberts, and I must warn you that she recently lost a bar bet and is duty-bound to marry the ugliest man in the world. You might want to brace yourself against her advances. Sincerely, Nancy Johnson. And then here it says, copy sent to Quentin Tarantino, Scottie Pippen, Conan O'Brien, and the Kid in Mask. So...
Scottie Pippen's gonna be mad.
Yeah, it just rolls off my back. I don't care. Here's one, a letter from 1931. It's quite a while ago. It's a letter, ladies and gentlemen, to Bob Dole when he was a small child. Dear Bob, I have to inform you that the copy of The Grinch Who Stole Christmas we sold you is missing the last 3 pages, where the Grinch's heart grows 3 sizes and he realizes that kindness is better than meanness. We hope you don't draw the wrong conclusion. Yours truly, Herman Autry. I think that gets an if only. Yeah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this next one's a real historic find. It's a very old letter. It's actually from 1865, and it's addressed to President Abraham Lincoln. It's pretty cool. It goes, Dear Mr. Lincoln, allow me to introduce myself. I own a company which manufactures solid steel stovepipe hats. I would be honored if you would wear one to the theater tomorrow night, as it would be great publicity for us. Sincerely, Ephraim Liebman of the Liebman Steel Hat Company. You know, the name of the company makes sense once you find out.
Right.
A steel hat could have changed everything. Andy.
Sure could have. Although it might have shrunk his neck.
Yeah. Thanks for the backup there.
If only.
Yeah, right. These are historic documents. They're not supposed to make you laugh. All right, here we go. Here's one, ladies and gentlemen, to our own Andy Richter.
What?
It's dated 1994. You never got this letter.
Wow.
Yeah. Dear Andy, great news. You've been picked to be the 6th member of the cast of NBC's new show, Friends. You'll play Chandler. I know how happy this will make you since you've spoken frequently of your desire to get off what you aptly call that late-night death ship. Sincerely, Jake Jeffries. You want to talk about this one now or after the show?
I think that's another Andy Richter.
Okay, on another late-night death ship.
Yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, here's one actually to John Wayne Bobbitt that was never delivered. That's right, it's from 1993. Take a listen. Here we go. Dear Mr. Bobbitt, I have adapted my great-grandfather's design. Perhaps you've heard of the solid steel stovepipe hat, and have created a solid steel penis sheath. You have been chosen at random to receive one. Now you can sleep in perfect security knowing your penis is as safe as our 16th president's head would have been. Sincerely, Todd Liebman. What a beautiful letter. Your penis will be as safe.
You know, I'm wearing one.
Oh, so that's what that is. Okay,
Yeah.
Here we go. Thought he was just a very gifted man. All right.
Well, there's a bicycle daredevil coming in. You never know.
Good to always wear a penis sheath. When... All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's a letter to Anna Nicole Smith. She should have gotten this letter in November of 1991. She never did, though. Dear Ms. Smith, I regret to inform you of an error during your recent breast enhancement surgery in what amounts to a serious breach of operating room protocol. Instead of implanting 2 saline pouches, we inadvertently inserted 2 passenger-side airbags from a 1990 Ford minivan. Regretfully yours, Dr. Emil Flicker. Man, when those things inflate.
I know.
You know, on impact. And the minivan bags are bigger. I don't think people realize
bigger.
that.
They are.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Libor Karras is going to be here. People will be killed, I promise you. We'll see you in a second.